This is the X Sports Network. Going the distance with local sports, covering the Loretto Mustangs, Summertown Eagles, and Lawrence County Wildcats. Basketball, football, baseball, and more. This is the X Sports Network.
Hey, this is Phil Hooper. Get the look you want for your favorite school, church, or business with apparel from HD Ink Screen Printing in Leoma, Tennessee. Got a logo you need embroidered or screen printed? Let HD Ink give you the professional look that sets the bar in today's world. We do fundraisers and custom designed apparel and so much more. Call today, 931-201-2961, or come see us at our new shop located at 26 Ingram Road in Leoma. Remember, HD Ink for the look you want and the look you deserve.
Employee Resources Credit Union is an easy solution to banking, offering a personal, simple, yet modern way to bank. When you bank with ERCU, you are a shareholder, meaning you own a piece of the pie, and we make it easy with the convenience of digital banking, with service you won't find at another financial institution, including low to zero fees and incredible rates. We have the technology you need with the personal service you deserve, right here in your own neighborhood. Employee Resources Credit Union, not for profit, for service.
Are you looking for a non-factory job environment? Livingstone Freight Solutions is a 3PL company that began managing warehouses in Tennessee, Alabama, and Mississippi. With our multiple shifts and experienced management team, our goal is to give you as an employee a safe family work environment and competitive wages. We offer a wide variety of employment opportunities from forklift drivers to management level positions. We also strive to offer a competitive benefit package and PTO options. For more information or to apply, visit us at livingstonefs.com or give us a call at 931-269-3255.
Got a dent, a ding, a scratch, or a bent fender? Major or minor, Car Country Collision Center in Leoma can fix you up. Car Country works with all insurance carriers, gives free estimates, can work on foreign and domestic vehicles, and has experience you can trust. They've been in business since 1990. Unfortunately, accidents happen, but you can get your car back on the road with as little hassle as possible with the help of Car Country. Call 931-852-4708 or stop by at 2567 Highway 43 South in Leoma.
Introducing Cloud9 Fiber to Lawrenceburg. We take great pride in being the only locally owned and operated internet company within Lawrenceburg and Lawrence County. We're now offering up to gigabit services with plans starting at $50 per month. Surf the internet with blazing fast speeds and reliability, all while keeping your investment within Lawrence County. For more information, visit cloud9fiber.com to request for us to build your area next.
What really matters during the ball game? We all want to win. Sometimes we'll lose. But at the end of the day, what really matters is holiness, isn't it? In Leviticus 11 and verse 44, God says, "You be holy, for I am holy." To keep oneself unspotted from the world, James 1 and verse 27, or to be that living sacrifice that is holy and acceptable to God, Romans 12 and verse 1. Are you being that? And that message brought to you by your friends at the Leoma Church of Christ.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
History will be made tonight here at the barn as for the final time in the storied rivalry. Summertown will make its way to Loretto to take on the Mustangs. This is AJ Good, joined alongside Cam Mashburn for tonight's girls and boys doubleheader. Our first game here of the night will be the girls, taking a look at both sides. Summertown coming in at 12-5 overall. Their head coach is Jeremy Jean. Loretto on the other side, 8-6 overall. Their head coach is Ashley Rutledge. And Cam, you know as well as I do, these two get together, especially in this building, throw the records out the window. It's the first district game of the year. The second half of the season truly starts, and they get to start it off at the rivalry.
Yeah, these two teams are nemesis in each other's sides. You can go back through the last 10 years when there's a clear-cut favorite among the two. There's been a few of those occasions. At some point in that season, the other one's going to get the better of them, and it's going to come at a pivotal moment. This is going to kind of tell us where they stand, because honestly, I've seen them both play. Loretto obviously more. I don't know who's the better team. I really don't know. I'm anxious to find out, though.
Yeah, both teams definitely have their strengths. Both teams definitely have their weaknesses. You mentioned how things can change on a dime. Back in 2020, 2021, it was Summertown that took hold of that series all the way up to the state championship game. Yeah. A year ago was Loretto that had a hold of the series all the way up to the region championship game. So if anything can happen anytime these two get together.
Absolutely right. And then you go back to a couple years, Summertown knocked off Loretto when, it was in Coach Craig McGill's first year, I believe. Beat him in a district championship game, and it just out of nowhere. And then you had the 3 free throws at the, Carly got fouled just inside half court. At the horn for the district championship, she makes 3 free throws to win the district championship. I mean, it's nuts. These two teams, I don't know that there's any other team in the state that is as big a thorn in each other's side as these two.
You take a look at the starting lineups here real quick for Summertown. You have Carly Campbell, Emily Brazier, Ainsley Burleson, Mia Dimwitty, and Reese Wilson. On the other side for the Lady Mustangs, Emily Cozart, Jenny Clifton, Allie Weathers, Carly Urban, and Laney Weathers. We'll have the prayer and the national anthem, then followed by that, a special ceremony as the jersey of legend Carly Weathers will be retired right after that. And Cam, we got some star power in the house. Alabama's head coach, who Carly plays for, is also here to check out tonight's ceremony.
Yeah, she, of course, last year she was a fixture of many games, but it's kind of neat to see her here now because she's not recruiting Carly anymore. Right. This is surely just a supporter, and that's, to me, a pretty awesome thing to have her come down and see this. It's not a short trip, by the way.
No, Tuscaloosa's 4 or 5 hour drive?
No, it's about 3.
3? Okay.
Yeah, it's about 3.
All right, and we will pause here now for the prayer and the national anthem, and after that will be Carly's presentation. It's Emily Cozart singing tonight's national anthem. As we get ready for the presentation here for Carly Weathers. We will pause for the time being here as the presentation is about to happen. So we're wrapping up the ceremony. Several of Carly's former teammates coming out on the court. And Cam, as you can tell by as long as a read of that was, Carly has made a major impact here at Loretto. I'm sure that read probably took up about 5 pages of Carly's accomplishments. That just tells you how great of a career she had and how much she means to this community.
Oh, it is. And, of course, a lot of us live that with her. And, when you hear it, it's still shocking that there was that many accolades. And, she did last night. She sent out a bunch of pictures from her time playing and leading up to tonight. And the last one she posted was the Martin Westview game. And one of the Westview players helping her up off the floor, and she's bawling her eyes out. She knew it was over. And it's hard to believe that that's how it ended, Yeah. And you can thank Summertown for that. A lot of it, all seriousness. They sent them against the best team, all year. Westview, Loretto, 2 best teams in the state. Summertown gets the win in the region championship. Well, state championship comes early. That final game was played in Sub-State.
She had such a great career, and she's already off to a great start there at Alabama. So she's still got a long way to go in her career. It's not done yet, so excited to see what she can do. So we're introducing the starting lineups here. Again, first for Loretto will be Emily Cozart, Jenny Clifton, Allie Weathers, Carly Urban, and Laney Weathers. On the other side for Summertown will be Carly Campbell, Emily Brazier, Ainsley Burleson, Mia Dimwitty, and Reese Wilson. Your starting 5 for each side. And the big thing, Cam, that jumps out to me having watched both of these teams play, the big difference between the two really is going to come down on the glass, which team can rebound better than the other.
Yeah. Of course, Summertown missing their biggest rebounder of all from a year ago. And Carly Weathers was also a great rebounder for Loretto, and as was so many of the other players. There's a lot of things. And what I think is going to be the difference is the speed in the teams.
Right.
Is which team has more speed than the other one, because we've saw Loretto have to change up their defenses a little bit over what they have done in years past because of their team speed.
Right.
They still got the length, but they're not quite as quick. Can Summertown expose that? I don't know that.
Yep.
I don't know the answer to that. We're about to find out.
Yeah. Both teams very good defensively. And both teams, just like you mentioned their two big players from last year, Katie Burdett for Summertown, Carly Weathers. Each side still kind of searching for who's going to step up, who's going to hit that big shot, and who's going to make those plays at the end of the game.
Exactly right. And, of course, they have common opponents, and namely in Lawrence County.
Yeah.
Loretto took care of Lawrence County at Lawrence County. It was an ugly game.
Yeah.
They won the game.
Yeah.
And then here it went to overtime. And then Lawrence County's kind of handled the Lady Eagles. They are within 3 or 4 points. Those games are all been close.
Right.
So that don't tell us anything.
Yeah, right.
Carly Campbell is the X factor for Summertown just because of her speed.
Yeah.
The game I saw this year of her, she couldn't miss. And She was playing with one eye. I mean, if she has a game like that tonight, I don't know how you can stop her. I mean, I don't know how Loretto overcomes that.
Yeah.
So you got to stop her. And their length they're capable of it, but there again, can she just blow right by the person guarding her because she's so fast?
Yeah.
And then you got Ansley Burleson hitting threes. I mean, who knows?
And both teams.
I'm going to keep going because you got Carly Urban for Loretto, who had a huge night on Friday night.
Yeah.
Come out of nowhere. And it's like, can she do that? If she does that, Loretto's suddenly really formidable.
There's so many factors. We're getting ready to tip things off here. We're about to find out the first of 2 guaranteed matchups between the Lady Mustangs and the Lady Eagles here this season. Tip comes out here to Loretto, and Allie Weathers walking across the timeline. Loretto in their white uniforms going from right to left. Summertown in their black uniforms going from left to right. Cozart hands over to Clifton. Clifton into the paint. Pulls up now to Carly Urban, and she will travel. One too many steps to start things off. First turnover either side. Summertown will have their first possession of the game. Mia Dimwitty sends it in to Carly Urban. She'll walk it across the timeline. Over now to Dimwitty at the right wing. Now to Brazier. Brazier now dribbles out, gets it to Reese Wilson beyond the three-point line. Now to Campbell. Campbell will drive. Left-handed layup, no. Rebound Clifton, and we're coming the other way for Loretto. Clifton gets it across the timeline. Guarded by Brazier, now over to Weathers. Man-to-man put on here by the Lady Eagles. Something they run 90% of the time. Weathers getting a screen from Cozart, will step back for the jumper and rattle that one home. First points of the game for either side. Carly Campbell gets it back here for the Lady Eagles across the timeline. Hands it over to Brazier at the left wing. Brazier now with it at the top of the key, now back to Campbell. Campbell, skip pass over to Burleson. Burleson at the top of the key, drives the free throw line. Throws it to Wilson on the low block. Left-handed shot up, no. Rebound Cozart. Gets it out to Weathers, and she will bring it the other way for Loretto. Guarded by Campbell across the timeline. Weathers at the top of the key, gets a screen from Cozart at the right wing. She'll now step back and try a three. Nothing but net. 5 straight for Allie Weathers. They're out to a 5-0 lead.
She's the only member of the Weathers family who doesn't have their jersey retired. And
she's got quite the expectations ahead of her.
I think she does.
Wilson now to Campbell here at the right wing. Gets a screen from Dimwitty. Campbell spins into the paint. Kicks out to Wilson. Fakes a three. Goes to the baseline. Picks up her dribble. Throws it down low to Brazier. Right-handed layup. No. Rebound Urban. Loretto comes the other way. Hands it over to Weathers across the timeline. Allie now dribbles down the baseline. Shot up. No. She's fouled. She'll go to the line here to shoot 2. So far, Summertown has had 2 shots within 2 feet, and neither one has fallen so far.
Yeah, those are good looks. Those will eventually fall, you would think.
Weathers here, first free throw is on the way and knocks it down.
She's got all 6.
Comes the next free throw from Allie Weathers. This one's on its way, and she hits them both. She's got all 7 points right now. Loretto at the 7-0 lead. Campbell now walking across the timeline for the Eagles over to Reese Wilson at the right wing. Wilson skip pass over to Campbell. Campbell dribbles the top of the key now to Brazier. Brazier at the free throw line. Drives, right-handed layup, no. Offensive rebound, Reese Wilson loses that one into the hands of Carly Urban as we come the other way. Clifton with it across the timeline. Has it at the wing, now to Weathers. Weathers straight away, down low to Laney Weathers, but it's knocked into the hands of Urban. And now this one comes to Laney Weathers. She'll get it out to Kozar. Now it's to Carly Urban. She'll try a three. Rattles out, no good. Rebound, Brazier. Now we're going to have a jump ball, and this one will go to Summertown.
Letting them play. There's been a lot of contact. I mean, I've watched so many games in Alabama lately that
yeah, so have I.
They're like football games. So this is like, oh, this is normal, but it's really not.
Campbell dribbles over, now hands over to Ainsley Burleson. Burleson guarded now by Kozar, will drive into the paint. And that shot is blocked, called for a jump ball, and that one will go to Loretto.
Hope Ainsley's all right. That's when you go down like that, that kind of buckles that knee up underneath you.
She's hobbling back the other way. I have to run that one off a little bit. 5:09 remaining here in the first. Loretto leads at 7-0, but a turnover now. Their second of the game. Brazier now has that one turned over to Clifton. Now coming the other way is Allie Weathers. Layup up, no. And we're going to get a foul called here against Burleson.
It's a late whistle. The official underneath the goal didn't call it.
Yeah.
Mr. Frierson come in from the opposite side and made the call. It's the right call. It was a foul.
As Weathers will now head to the line. She's already 2 for 2. She has all 7 points. First shot on its way. Nothing but net.
Of course, Summertown's thinking we were getting killed down here and you've not called it, so something to watch.
Next shot there by Weathers. She has all 9 points as she hits all 4. As Loretto leads this one 9-0. Campbell across the timeline. Now over to Mia Dimwitty. Dimwitty at the left wing. Hands it back over to Campbell. Campbell drives into the paint. Tries to throw a pass intercepted by Kozar. 5th turnover by the Lady Eagles coming the other way of the Mustangs. And then that pass is tipped into the hands of Reese Wilson. 3rd turnover by the Mustangs as Burleson has it. Gets it across the timeline to Campbell. She'll try a deep 3. Gets it in. First points for the Lady Eagles. Cutting the lead to 6. Press put on by Summertown. They get it in to Kozar. Kozar picks up her dribble ahead now to Clifton across the timeline. 3-on-2 for the Mustangs. Kicks it to Laney Weathers. Baseline jumper. No. Rebound Ainsley Burleson.
Burleson did a great job there boxing out. She anticipated Loretto was not ready.
And then that pass is stolen away here by Laney Weathers. Jenny Clifton has it, and she'll get it across the timeline for Loretto.
Well, AJ, so far it's the Loretto speed that's making the difference. They're causing all sorts of turnovers.
Weathers with it now. Over to Laney. Weathers at the left wing. Gets a screen from Allie. Dribbles now to the free throw line. Picks up her dribble back out to Allie. Allie long pass to Kozard inside the 3-point line. Jumper, no. Rebound at Laney Weathers. And then Laney travels after grabbing that one. And it will go back to Summertown.
Well, Laney got undercut. You could have made an argument there was a foul, but I don't know how you call a walk out of that. I don't like that call.
As Olivia Riggs will check in for Carly Campbell, Emily Brazier will bring it across the timeline here for the Eagles. Guarded by Carly Urban, as at the top of the key. Hands over to Ainsley Burleson. Thinks about a 3, drives to her left, steps back. And that one is no good. Rebound Kozar. Kozar picks up her dribble, hands over to Allie Weathers as we come the other way. Weathers long pass to Urban. Urban now back out to Allie Weathers, who will dribble at the Loretto logo. 3:13 remaining here in the opening quarter. A 6-point Lady Mustang lead. Weathers dribbles now. Guarded here by Reese Wilson. Has it at the free throw line. Now to Urban in the corner. She'll drive the baseline. Pulls up. Bounce pass over to Laney Weathers in the paint. Weathers now in the Urban. She'll try a long jumper. Front iron no good. Rebound Mia Dimwitty. Now coming the other way. Dimwitty quickly with speed. Spins in the paint. Kicks out to Reese Wilson. She'll try a 3. Back iron no good. Offensive rebound. Riggs up and in, and she is fouled. And she'll have a chance here at the M1.
So neither team's shooting the ball real well, and Loretto, and you mentioned it before, their rebounds. Loretto's not done a great job rebounding so far.
That one will go on Urban. Libby Sanders will check in for Carly Urban. It's the first foul. against the Mustangs as Riggs knocks that one down. Now coming into the game for the Lady Eagles is Abby Jo Schaefer checking in for Reese Wilson. 9-6 is a Loretto lead. 2:41 left here in the opening quarter.
Loretto has a propensity. It's another bad inbound.
And Brazier takes advantage, throws that one up and in. Summertown already with 5 points off these turnovers. Clifton now coming the other way. Long pass to Laney Weathers for three. Rattles out, no good. Offensive rebound, Clifton. Yeah, up and in. Clifton gets that one in. Her first points of the game. Loretto, their lead out to 3 once again, 11-8.
Summertown wanted to walk there into the basket. That's a great pass.
And Abby Schaefer misses it down low. That was a great pass by Burleson as Kozar comes the other way. Hands it over to Clifton. Clifton with it, facing the man-to-man, guarded by Dimwitty. Now over to Weathers. Weathers now guarded by Dimwitty. Gets a screen. Steps back, drives into the paint. Runner up. No. Rebound, Abby Jo Schaefer. Pulls it down. Now out of the double team. Barely gets it in time to Dimwitty, who slaps it out to Brazier. Now Olivia Riggs open in the corner for three. Knocks it down. Riggs has tied this one up at 11. She's got 6 points.
Loretto goes cold a lot. That's something we've seen from them this year is their shot selection looks bad at times, and they just take shots that don't need to be taken, and it allows teams to get back in the game. It's what's happened here.
Clifton with it. Now to Laney Weathers. Long jumper. Knocks it down. Her first points. Loretto retakes the lead at 13-11 with the minute 15 left in the quarter. Brazier across the timeline here for Summertown. She'll drive into the lane. Tries a bounce pass kicked away by Kozard. That one will stay with the Lady Eagles. Carly Campbell back into the game. She'll come in for Mia Dimwitty.
Jesse Chance also coming in for Emily Kozart. Freshman for the Lady Mustangs.
Brazier takes out to the left of the basket into Burleson. Now to Brazier in the corner. She'll dribble out here to the left wing. Long pass over to Campbell at the Loretto logo. Has it straight away. Drives, kicks out to Brazier. Brazier thinks about a three. Now over to Riggs. Now to Burleson in the corner for three. Rattles that one in. Her first points. Summertown has her first lead at 14-13.
Can't give her that much space.
Already the third three-pointer made by Summertown in the game. Clifton the other way. Runner up. Gets it in.
That's what she can do. And there's been times she didn't do that a lot last year and early this year, but she's finding her groove, and that's a turnover. Both teams, unforced turnovers,
that was
abound.
Another great pass by Burleson.
Oh, absolutely.
Right there. I mean, that looked like something out of an NFL, runner, reading the tight end over the middle, and the blitzing team threw it over the top.
I think she was just surprised she was that open. Sometimes it can cause you to miss. Like, how am I this open?
7 turnover now by the Lady Eagles here in the first quarter. Weathers with her here, guarded by Riggs. Riggs, who's come on very strong as of late for the Lady Eagles, had a big game against Lawrence County. Already off to a good start here as Weathers gets it over to Clifton. 15 seconds left in the quarter. Playing for the final shot. Weathers now double team, skip pass over to Clifton, and her bounce pass is intercepted here by Schaefer and then knocked out of bounds by Clifton. 6.1 seconds left. Eagles have it.
It's just a lot of unforced turnovers. I get the idea of trying to make that pass. I'm sure it's not a pass she doesn't need to be making, and I'm sure she knows that.
Brazier in the Burleson. 5 seconds left. Burleson in the paint. Drives. Shot up, and she's fouled. She'll go to the line for the M1. This foul will go against the Mustangs. Laney Weathers.
That's a tough one.
Her first, team second. Burleson now with the chance here at the M1. Shot on its way, rattles that one home. 17-15 to Summertown lead. Dimwitty making her way in for Abby Jo Schaefer. 1 second left here. Laney Weathers taking it in, gets in the alley, and that will end the first quarter. After 8 minutes of play, Summertown leads this one 17-15. We'll have the start of the second when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Arctic Air keeps your home or business comfortable. For more than 20 years, we've provided outstanding residential and commercial services through Southern Middle Tennessee. Whether you need assistance with your heat, air conditioning, preventive maintenance, or anything in between, trust our reliable team to get the job done. We'll take the time to figure out your specific needs and recommend what we believe is right and best for your situation.
We've been using Arctic Air for over 15 years now. Their service is great, they're here when we need them, and their prices are competitive. They take the worry out of the heat and air so I don't have to.
Arctic Air, when you need us, we'll be there.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here at the barn, already an exciting start to this one as Summertown leads Loretto 17-15. Carly Campbell with it straight away. Now hands over to Olivia Riggs. Riggs backs out. Guarded here by Allie Weathers. Now over to Burleson. Burleson guarded by Weathers. Drives into the paint. Spins, kicks out the Riggs. Riggs steps back now to Campbell. Campbell fakes a deep three. Drives into the paint. Kicks out the Dimwitty. Dimwitty spins in the paint. Picks up her dribble, and a miscommunication with Riggs. That's the 8th turnover against Summertown.
Loretto did a good job that time because the outlet pass was out to Campbell, and Loretto recognized it and cut it off. And she had to get rid of it. Kind of a panic set in when that normal pass you get down low is not there.
Just a miscommunication. One went one side, one went the other.
Exactly right.
Clifton into Laney Weathers. Kozar back into the game. Laney drives. And the Clifton in the corner for three. Misses. Rebound, Burleson. Coming the other way. It's Reese Wilson with her. Checks back in. Wilson now over to Carly Campbell. Campbell's shot misses. No. Rebound, Allie Weathers as we come the other way. Weathers layup up and in. She's got 11 points, and we're tied up here at 17.
That's high basketball IQ right there. She knew Rue was coming from behind and shielded her off, used her bigger frame to shield her off and had an easy bat. I mean, that's somebody from Summertown's got to step in front of Weathers there to cut that off.
Campbell into the paint. She drives. Shot blocked by Weathers. Now Weathers going to bring it the other way. Hands it over to Clifton. Hands it back to Weathers. That's Allie, I believe. That's her third block already in this one. Weathers gets the play from head coach Ashley Rutledge at the Loretto logo. Tied at 17 here, mid of 40 into the second quarter. Weathers picks up her dribble, now to Clifton, and that one's intercepted by Riggs. And Riggs is going to be fouled in the process.
It's a good foul. Another ill-advised turnover, but if you let her go, that's easy too. So probably a heads-up play just to hang on.
Third turnover against the Lady Mustangs, just the first against Jenny Clifton. Still tied here at 17. Different defense put on here by Loretto, and we're going to get I guess they didn't start the clock. We'll have Summertown take it out to the left of the basket. That will be Carly Campbell. Campbell thought about giving the Dimwitty. Now skip pass out to Burleson. Burleson now to Dimwitty in the corner for three. Front iron, no. Rebound, Kozart. Comes down with it, now over to Clifton. Clifton now coming the other way with it, walks it across the timeline. Clifton dribbling. Picks up her dribble, looking for somebody, and gets it in the Kozar with a nice one and a catch. There's a down low to Laney Weathers, shot up and in.
That high-low, Loretto has an advantage there if they can take it. They've got two post players, but one of them usually plays out on the wing, but if they go both down there, I think it's a mismatch.
Dimwitty with the now. Loretto with the 2-point lead. Now out to Burleson. Burleson drives into the paint. Layup up and in. Ainsley with 8, and we're tied up at 19.
That has been a weak spot in Loretto's defense. Is right in the center of it all season, and you watch tape on it, you can figure it out pretty quick.
You mentioned the speed, too, and they've gotten some open looks just driving in. Weathers with it. Guarded here by Riggs. Weathers driving to the baseline. Skip pass out to Carly Urban for three. Barely hits the front iron. Kozar tried to save it, but knocks it out of bounds. As we get some new subs into the game here. Be Emily Brazier. That will come in for, and now we're going to have a timeout here called by Loretto, I believe. We'll take that break with them. Full timeout here on the X Sports Network.
Are you looking for a job where you can easily balance work and home life? By becoming a local driver with Southeast Carriers, we can guarantee multiple benefits and a base pay starting at $17 per hour. along with a work-life balance so you can spend equal time on the road as with family. We also provide the latest updated equipment and technology to make your job as easy as possible. Southeast Carriers isn't just a company, it's a family, and we would love for you to be a part of it. For more information, visit our website at southeastcarriers.com or check us out on Instagram and Facebook.
Got primary care? Find your way to better health with Primary Care by One Stop Medical. With decades of combined experience, you'll find a one-on-one relationship just like the old days, but with the convenience and technology of today. When One Stop Medical does primary care, it's the best. Call today for an appointment and find your way to healthy living. Serving Lawrenceburg, Pulaski, and Hohenwald. Phone 931-244-8220. Primary Care by One Stop Medical at its best.
Back here at the barn, Loretto burned their first time out. The game tied here at 19. Ainsley Burleson hands over to Emily Brazier. Brazier drives, scoop shot up, can't get it to go. Rebound comes into the hands of Jana Clifton, and we're coming the other way. Jenny Clifton with it now here for the Lady Mustangs. Now over to Jana Clifton. Now back to Jenny. Now over back to Jana Clifton, into Emily Kozar. Down low to Lainey Weathers, off the glass and in. Weathers with 4 points. It's a 21-19 Lady Mustang lead.
And we saw that through the first little bit of the season where the two Weathers girls were accounting for 94% of Loretto's scoring, and I thought they had gotten over that, but apparently not. Apparently not yet. Anyway,
as Ainsley Burleson goes into double figures to tie the game up here at 21. Kozar with her across the timeline. Now over to Allie Weathers.
Which Summertown's kind of in the same boat tonight. I mean, it's Ainsley's doing a lot of work for Lady Eagles.
Lainey Weathers with it. Drive, shot up, no. Rebound, Carly Campbell.
Man, that's a lot of contact.
Nice move there by Campbell across the timeline. Now over to Reese Wilson. Reese Wilson picks up her dribble. Now over to Braylee Burleson. Just checked in. Her shot up, no.
Oh, wow.
Rebound, and we're going to get a foul here against Kozart, and that will stay with.
I mean, I didn't think these other two were going to call. I mean, that's clear-cut cases of a foul as you can get, and the two that should have made the call just stand there, and I don't get it.
Brazier will take it out to the right of the basket. Summertown setting up the play. Long pass out to Ainsley Burleson. Now over to Carly Campbell. She'll try an NBA range three. Off the front iron, no. And that one will go out of bounds here to Loretto. Game tied at 21, 3:13 left here in the opening half. Kozart here will take it out of bounds. Press put on by the Lady Eagles. Gets into Allie Weathers. Weathers picks up her dribble. Now over to Kozart. Kozart now over to Clifton as we come the other way as Janet Clifton. Now long pass out here to Kozart straight away. Now over to Allie Weathers, has it at the Loretto logo as we hit the 3-minute mark here in the first half. Weathers now dribbling to her left, brings it back to the top of the key, gets a screen from Kozart, steps back. Now guarded here by Wilson, drives, shot up, no. And a rebound comes out to Braylee Burleson. Now to Brazier. Brazier the other way, getting some help. It's Ainsley Burleson, shot up and in. She's got 12. It's a 23-21 Summertown lead. Kozart over to Janet Clifton, back to Kozart. She'll get it across the timeline. Kozart drives, tries to kick out the Lainey Weathers, saves it from going out of bounds. Now back to Kozart, the left wing. Kozart throws it down low to Lainey.
Foul.
That one is knocked out of bounds by Reese Wilson. Will stay the Lady Mustangs.
There is at both sides. There's a lot of contact in the paint on entry passes, on shots, and sometimes on rebounds. They just let it go, and it's going both ways, but it is different than what we're accustomed to.
We get the inbound into Jenny Clifton. She'll drive, kick out now to Carly Urban. Urban now to Libby Sanders, Justin back into the game. Sanders guarded by Olivia Riggs. Now over to Lainey Weathers in the corner. Weathers throws it down low to Allie. She's triple teamed. Spins, shot up, no. Gets her own rebound. That one's off the glass and in. Allie already in the double figures as 13 as we tie the game up at 23. Brazier the other way. That one's up in, and she is fouled. And another shot here at the M1 for Summertown.
It's going to be their third attempt at it. That was just Emily beating her off the dribble. When you're beat like that, just let her go. I mean, either that or foul her on the floor. You cannot do what just happened.
Free throw up from Brazier. Rattles out, no. Fight for the rebound. Burleson can't save it, and it will go to Loretto. First free throw miss from either side, and that, if she would have hit it, that would have been their third and one. They would have capitalized on
Unbelievable.
That. Summertown leads at 25-23, minute 45 left here in the second quarter. They lob it into Allie Weathers. Facing the press now. Here comes a double team. She gets across the timeline now over to Sanders. Sanders picks up her dribble back to Allie Weathers. Over to Carly Urban. Now to Jenny Clifton in the corner. She'll dribble out to the top of the key. Over to Sanders at the left wing. Back to Clifton at the Loretto logo. Throws it in to Laney Weathers, the free throw line, out to Sanders. Sanders picks up her dribble. Gets over to Urban. Urban drives to her left. Hands over to Sanders. Sanders now back to Urban. Urban guarded here by Campbell. And she travels.
Well, they're just getting the ball sticking right now. And Summertown's doing a great job of just putting tons of pressure on them, making them pick their dribble up early. They're not comfortable. Loretto is not comfortable handling the ball right now.
Each side with 8 turnovers here in the first half as Carly Campbell hands over to Burleson. Now over to Brazier. Brazier going to drive into the paint. Kicks out the Dimwitty. Pass knocked out of bounds by Laney Weathers to stay here with Summertown. Emily Cozart thought about bringing her in, but they put her back on the bench here with 58 seconds left.
I think she's going to be an offensive entry.
Brazier will take it out to the left of the basket. And a skip pass into Burleson. Burleson down low to a wide open Dimwitty. Her shot, no. Rebound Riggs. That one's up and in. She has got 8 points. It is a 4-point Lady Eagle lead. Clifton now to Sanders. Sanders, and that pass there is kicked by Campbell and will stay with the Mustang. Kozar now will come in. She will check in for Libby Sanders.
On Friday night, the Lady Mustangs, they led Dashler the entire game. Looked good. Fourth quarter rolls around, and it's like it just, the wheels come off. And they weren't trying to score. I mean, you're kind of seeing that a little bit in spurts here. They just got to stay the consistent path. They don't do that.
Kozar for 3 off the back iron. No. Another rebound here for Carly Campbell, and she will be fouled on the play. That will go against Clifton, who picks up her second, team 6th. Clifton so far is the only one with multiple fouls on either side. No press here from Loretto. 27 seconds left here in the opening half. Dimwitty in to Carly Campbell. Campbell will take her time as she walks it across the timeline. Man-to-man put on again here by the Lady Mustangs. Campbell here dribbles to the right wing over to Mia Dimwitty. Dimwitty goes down low to Burleson. Burleson off the glass, can't get it to go. Fight for the rebound, and we're going to have a jump ball, and that will go to Loretto. And another miss for the Lady Eagles. Then a couple of feet. It was a good executed play, just shot didn't fall through. Kozar now gets it into Clifton. 7 seconds left. Clifton quickly across the timeline. Drives, runner up. No. Rebound. Allie Weathers shot up. In, and she's fouled. She has got a chance here at the AM1. And has a chance of making a 1-point game before we head into the half. That foul will go against Olivia Riggs, and she'll pick up her first, just the team's third.
I think they had to call that foul. You could hear it from up here. Those are the ones the blind men can make. All you need is ears.
Yeah, you never know about these guys.
That's a very good point.
Weathers free throw off the back iron, no, and that will be the end of the first half. After 16 minutes of play, Summertown leads this one 27-25. We'll have the start of the second half when we return here on the X Sports Network.
From our humble beginnings to today, Parks Lumber Company has continuously served Lawrence and surrounding counties for over a century. Although we started as a small lumber yard in 1896, we have grown to include everything you need to make your dream project come to life. No matter your building needs, our experienced staff will be with you every step of the way to ensure you receive the highest customer service and attention to detail you deserve. Visit us at 106 2nd Street or on Facebook.
We guarantee you will see working with PLC is as easy as 1, 2, 3.
It's the wall-to-wall clearance sale going on right now at Story & Lee Furniture. Save hundreds of dollars off floor samples, one-of-a-kinds, and even as-is items. We are drastically reducing prices to make room for our 2023 inventory coming in. And with our warehouse completely full, we've got a lot of furniture to sell and are slashing prices to do so. With hundreds of items marked at liquidation prices. And get up to 12 months no interest and free delivery too. It's the Story & Lee Furniture wall-to-wall clearance sale.
Great food is just a short drive to Heine's Barbecue in Lawrenceburg. Mouth-watering is just one way to describe the amazing flavors of the best piece of Heine in town. When you dig into a plate of pulled pork, hand-chopped brisket, chicken, wood-fire oven pizzas, and the menu goes on. Wash it all down with a swig of Heine Shine lemonade and then make your way over to the gift shop full of Heine sauces, snacks, and more. Heine's Barbecue, Highway 43 North in Lawrenceburg.
For decades, First Class Charter has provided high-quality motor coach transportation services to the Tennessee Valley. With numerous safety and cleanliness accreditations, First Class Charter is ready to make your group trip a reality. Contact us today by visiting firstclasscharter.net. First Class Charter, the official motor coach company of the North Alabama Lions.
It's time for some straight talk about zero-turn mowers. Husqvarna's zero-turn performance mowers with rugged commercial drive give you high performance and a comfortable ride. Heavy-duty frame and chassis and commercial hydraulics take no punishment. With warranties now up to 5 years and low financing options, there's no competition. For a straight-up deal on the best in professional zero-turn mowers, go straight to your Husqvarna dealer.
This is the X Sports Network.
Every state has strange laws still on the books, things that make us scratch our heads. They're rarely enforced, but still entertaining. These are the strange laws of Oregon. It's illegal in Portland for anyone on roller skates, a sled, a skateboard, or other item with wheels to hold on to a vehicle for the purposes of being towed. Apparently, some folks have watched one too many Michael J. Fox movies. We'll file this one under Don't Try This at Home. In Oregon law, caps the number of sexually intact dogs over the age of 2 a person can have at 50. Apparently, 51 is a little overboard. 49 is okay, not bad. In Salem, it is against the code for any person to use a bean shooter, slingshot, or any other contrivance used in shooting beans, stones, pebbles, or any substance or thing in or upon any street, alley, or public place within the city. Now, I wonder if that includes spoons, because, man, growing up, that was the best part of eating beans. You sat there the whole time, we'd be flipping beans at each other, or we just get into a contest to see, who could catapult them the furthest. The city of Sheridan has an ordinance outlawing expectoration, aka spitting or coughing stuff up on the street, sidewalk, or any public building, aside from receptacles provided for that purpose. Okay, that's actually not a bad law at all. There's nothing worse than stepping out of your car and right to a huge puddle of loogie, right? In Oregon City, all domestic animals in the act of copulation exposed to public view are categorized with other nuisances affecting morals. Morals among dogs these days just isn't what it used to be. Once they took the 10 Commandments out of our nation's kennels, that signaled the beginning of the end.
Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is your premier source for hardwood, laminate, luxury vinyl tile, sheet vinyl, residential and commercial carpet, carpet tiles, ceramic and porcelain tile, waterproof floating floor, plus blinds and shutters. Lawrenceburg Flooring and More is also home to all name brands and can tackle projects big and small. Installation? You're covered with installers who've got years of experience and stand behind their work. Let Lawrenceburg Flooring and More make your design dreams a reality. 2760 Highway 43 North, or visit lawrenceburgflooringandmore.com.
A local law firm respected throughout the state. Generations of clients have turned to Boston, Holt, and Durham since 1948. we assist individuals and businesses with their legal needs, including real estate, property closings, personal injury, employment discrimination, and family law. Our clients get the personal attention and convenience of a hometown law firm with the resources and ability to handle any case. Come see us at Boston, Holt, and Durham.
I'm Mike Keith. Let Elliott Johnson Insurance find the auto owner's policy that makes a difference in your life. Call Elliott Johnson Insurance at one of their 3 locations, Florence, Loretto, and Lawrenceburg. Elliott Johnson Insurance, moving forward for our clients every day.
Hello, everyone. This is Eric Schultz. On behalf of Cade and the entire Schultz family, we would like to say thank you. Thank you for all the love, all the support, and most importantly, the prayers. 1 Peter 5:10 reads, "But the God of all grace, who hath called us unto his eternal glory by Christ Jesus, after that you have suffered a while, make you perfect, establish, strengthen, settle you." We want to thank God for his grace. Go Wildcats.
This is the X Sports Network.
Hey folks, this is Fred Webb, principal broker and owner of United Country Southern Tennessee Realty in Lawrenceburg. Your local Realtree Land Pro agent specializing in country homes, farms, and land. If you're thinking about selling or would like a free comparative market analysis to see what your property is worth, please give us a call at 931-244-7126. We market your property worldwide to get you the most exposure, which in turn gets you the highest price in the shortest amount of time. Visit us at southernTandRealty.com.
There are now more ways to save at QuickMart. Become a Quick Club member and easily earn rewards on qualifying purchases at QuickMart convenience stores using the Quick Club app, available on the Apple App Store and Google Play. To save on fuel for work, use the Fuel Rewards Pro app to earn 5 cents a gallon on work fill-ups and redeem the savings for yourself. To get started, visit fuelrewards.com/pro or download the app in the Apple App Store and Google Play.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
And back here at the barn as we get ready to start the second half of this girls basketball rivalry game as Summertown leads Loretto 27-25. Take a look at the first half stats, starting first with the visiting team. Ainsley Burleson leading the Lady Eagles with 12, Emily Brazier with 4, Carly Campbell with 3, and off the bench for the Lady Eagles is Olivia Riggs with 8. On the other side for Loretto, Allie Weathers with 15, Lainey Weathers with 6, Jenny Clifton with 4. Take a look at the hustle stats, each side with 8 turnovers. Summertown with 5 points off of those, Loretto with 2. Each side with 3 offensive rebounds, Summertown with 5 second chance points, Loretto with 4. Bench points, Summertown 8, Loretto none, all 8 of those coming from Olivia Riggs. And so far, Cam, our keys of the game have kind of been exactly what we thought they were going to be. Loretto using their size to get some block shots and some rebounds against Summertown, and Summertown's speed taking advantage of Loretto and getting some easy shots at the basket.
Yeah, the speed on offense is definitely taking off that first step. Summertown has a quick first step. Loretto, you saw them get caught a couple times when they do that, and that's why they've had 3-and-1 opportunities, converted on 2 of them. But also at the same time, Loretto's done a good job of kind of coming in up behind, jumping past in lanes. Summertown's been kind of sloppy with the basketball. Loretto has too, but that I guess I didn't see is the fact that Summertown wouldn't take care of the ball. I mean, what they have 9-10 turnovers. It's not a lot, but that's more than we're used to seeing from both the teams. So overall, Loretto has 1 3-point basket. Summertown has 3.
Yeah.
I mean, that's
and 2-and-1s.
Yeah, and that's kind of where you saw Loretto against Lawrence County. They didn't have any 3-point baskets here at home. This is not an offensively team that shoots a lot of threes typically, and the ball at times in that first half stuck in their hands. They've got to move it quick.
To start the second half, Summertown will have it going from right to left. Loretto will be going from left to right. Wilson now over to Burleson. Burleson picks up her dribble, throws it into Mia Dimwitty in the paint. Dimwitty loses that one into the hands of Allie Weathers. And now we're coming the other way. Jenny Clifton with Emily Brazier waiting on it, gets it across the timeline. We'll dribble it here to the Loretto logo.
Loretto has such a mismatch in the paint if they can take advantage. They got a high-low here, but they collapse down. You got to have a help side, and it's just not there. They got to have somebody else in there to get rebounds.
Weathers misses, coming the other way. Reese Wilson to Emily Brazier. Brazier's now going to drive the baseline, shot up and in. Brazier has got 6. Summertown with their largest lead so far at 4. Clifton now over to Cozart. Cozart will pick up her dribble. Dribbling over here to her left. Now picks up her dribble, throws it in to Lainey Weathers. Weathers now kicks out to Cozart. She'll try a 3. Back iron, no. Fight for the rebound. We have a jump ball, and that will stay with Loretto.
I'm all about jump balls when you can and to keep players from getting hurt, but there's been a couple that's been really quick. Let the player decide.
Yeah, wait till they start throwing elbows.
Well,
Urban will take it out to the right of the basket for the Mustangs. Gets it in to Allie Weathers on the baseline. Backs down, goes up, scoop shot off the glass and in. And Weathers has got 17. The lead's down to 2.
It's incredible. She's such a great player. I know she gets overlooked a lot by her big sister, but Allie is really good.
Burleson with it now for the Lady Eagles in the paint. Left-handed shot up, no, and she'll go to the line here to shoot 2. That foul will go against
Laney, I believe.
Yep, that's her second.
I thought they could have got Laney on the hand check on the floor. They're letting them do the hand checks.
First free throw from Burleson on its way. Summertown now 3 of 4 from the line. A big difference from Friday night against Orange County when they shot 8 of 18. If they would have hit half of those misses, they would have won that game. As she knocks down the second, she's got 14. It's a 31-27 Lady Eagle lead.
I bet that was a point of emphasis the last few days in practice.
Yeah. Lauren, and now we're saying that was knocked out of bounds by Summertown. We'll stay with Loretto. Well, Lawrence County missed 9 of 21, so that was a point of emphasis for them as well, as they're actually up 11 against Page at halftime right now. So big district game against a very good Page team already for Lawrence County. Clifton now will drive into the paint. Left-handed shot up, no. Rebound goes into the hands of Dimwitty, who hands over to Carly Campbell. Campbell racing the other way. At the left wing, now over to Brazier. Brazier into the paint. That one's knocked away by Cozart. Brazier will stay with it. Left-handed runner up and in. She's got 8. Largest lead for Summertown at 6, 33-27. 6:05 remaining here in the quarter. Cozart now to Weathers. Weathers long pass to Irvin, now to Clifton. Clifton will dribble at the top of the key. Guarded here by Brazier, now kicks out to Urban. Urban now to Allie Weathers on the baseline. Shot up, blocked from behind by Burleson, and will stay with Loretto.
So right now, the teams are playing very similar offensive strategies. The difference is on defense, Summertown is keeping Ansley Burleson kind of shaded. It's almost a zone look for her where Loretto's not, and that opens up the middle of the floor for Summertown to take advantage in the paint. Loretto don't have that luxury because of Ansley.
Laney Weathers now over to Clifton. Clifton thinking about getting into Cozart, now over to Urban. Urban loses that one, and Allie Weathers is going to track that down for Loretto.
See how Ansley's playing almost a zone look? Yeah. She's not even trying to deny the pass. Now she will, but when it goes down low, she kind of plays almost a zone post look.
Urban hands over to Clifton. Clifton out, double team, now gets out to Cozart. Cozart goes to Weathers. Nice pass to Laney Weathers down low, and she's fouled.
That time they got Ansley up high and got her off the block. Ansley's a great defender, got long arms. Seems like I would have thought she was a senior 3 years ago. She's been playing since 8th grade, but that time they got the mismatch they were looking for. I don't know if that was by design or just luck.
Dimwitty will pick up her first foul as Jesse Chance now comes into the game here for Carly Urban. Also got the defense a little bit too extended. They're able to take advantage of that. Weathers, her free throw, that one's up and in. She's got 9 points. Now we have a timeout here called by Loretto, and we will take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Renwright Equipment has all the tools you need to get the job done. From bobcats to trenchers to augers to lifts, we have a large variety of equipment for every project, big or small. Need a new mower? We have you covered there too. With great brands Hustler and Big Dog, RentRight is ready to serve all your equipment needs. Call today and reserve your equipment from RentRight Equipment in Lawrenceburg, Tennessee.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here at the barn, 5:13 remaining in the third. Summertown leading Loretto 33-30. Mia Dimwitty inbounds here to Carly Campbell. Campbell now will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Eagles. Now over to Dimwitty at the right wing, dribbles to the top of the key. Now over to Brazier at the right wing. Brazier dribbles out, picks up her dribble over to Burleson. Burleson's going to try a deep three. Rattles out, no. Offensive rebound, fight for it. We're going to have a jump ball call that will stay with Summertown. Brazier coming in the middle of two white jerseys to pull that one down. She'll take it out to the left of the basket.
Right now, early in the third, Summertown's not getting the shot volume up that they have in previous quarters.
Wilson with it now. For Summertown, out to Campbell. Campbell will dribble out here at the Loretto logo. Now over to Dimwitty at the right wing. Dimwitty dribbles in the corner now to Campbell. Campbell over to Burleson. Now to Brazier. Brazier drives. Kicks out to Dimwitty. She'll try a three. Rattles out, no. Rebound, Reese Wilson. That one's off the glass and in. Wilson with their first points. It is a 5-point Lady Eagle lead.
That's one that Laney's going to be kicking herself up the floor for. Reese just outworked her for that rebound.
Weathers with it now for the Lady Mustangs. Over to Kozar. Kozar with it at the left wing. Picks up her dribble. Throws it down low to Laney Weathers. Weathers powers up, and a foul will go against Mia Dimwitty. She will go to the line here to shoot two. Second foul against Dimwitty.
That's the mismatch they want. Summertown is trying to double down. When they double down, though, if Loretto will slide somebody over in this low block,
wide open.
It's going to be wide open.
First free throw from Weathers. That one's in as she's in the double figures. Olivia Riggs will now come in for Emily Brazier. Next free throw from Weathers on its way. And doesn't get that one to go. Rebound Riggs. Now into the hands of Campbell. 35-31's a lead. Burleson with it here. Picks up her dribble. Kicks out the Riggs at the Loretto logo. Swings over to Campbell at the left wing. Dribbles out now to Burleson, over to Dimwitty. Dimwitty dribbles now over to Campbell.
Lost.
She'll try a deep three. Rattles that one home. Campbell has got 6. Jeremy Jean will call a timeout here for Summertown with the lead out to 7. We'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Whether you're looking to spruce up the interior or exterior of your home or business, trust Lawrenceburg Glass to provide a one-of-a-kind product. From windows to mirrors, shower doors, custom framing, storefront installations, and everything in between, Lawrenceburg Glass takes pride in our quality craftsmanship and strong attention to detail. With us, your customer experience always exceeds expectations. We're reliable, on time, and we deliver stunning results. Lawrenceburg Glass. Our passion is reflected in our work.
AJ Good goes the distance for local sports on the X Sports Network.
Back here at the barn, 3:45 remaining here in the third quarter. Summertown with their largest lead of the game at 38-31. Loretto will take it out. Summertown will put on their press. Cozart out to the left of the Summertown basket in the Weathers. Weathers walking it up here, now dribbling to her right. Get it across the timeline. Weathers dribbling at the Loretto logo. Now over to Kozar at the left wing. Into Jesse Chance, and that one is just stolen away by Reese Wilson. Fight for the ball.
It's got to be.
Have a jump ball, and that will stay with Loretto.
That's a pass. I mean, Emily's done that a couple times tonight where she's trying to force a pass in there. She's just got to be a little more patient and either put it in a better spot, which there's really wasn't a better spot. That was just a pass she shouldn't make.
Clifton with it now for the Lady Mustangs. She will bring it across the timeline. Guarded by Riggs. It's a screen from Weathers. A pretty tough one there as Clifton picks up her dribble over to Weathers, back to Clifton. Clifton with it at the logo as they set up the play over to Kozart. Kozart, and we're going to get a offensive foul called against Allie Weathers. Saying she got whoever it was there with the knee. That's just the first foul against Allie. Each side now with 9 turnovers.
I wasn't paying attention, so I don't have a clue what he saw.
Campbell now over to Dimwitty, over to Riggs. Riggs now over to Campbell, now to Burleson. To Dimwitty in the corner. Dimwitty dribbles out, gets it to Burleson on the baseline. Now to Wilson in the paint, jumper, in. Wilson with 4 points. Summertown now leads this one 40-31. Coming the other way with it is Clifton. Clifton picks up her dribble. Now to Allie Weathers straight away for 3. Front iron, no. Offensive rebound, Jesse Chance. Now to Allie Weathers. Now to Kozar at the free throw line. Swings it over to Clifton in the corner. Now to Kozar, just inside the three-point line. Backs her defender down, drives the baseline. Get an offensive foul called against Kozar. She will pick up her second foul, team's third, and that's the 10th turnover against Loretto. Emily Brazier to check in here for the Lady Eagles as Ainsley Burleson will get her first rest of the game. 2:22 remaining here in the third, a 9-point Lady Eagle lead. Across the timeline is Carly Campbell, now over to Emily Brazier. Brazier guarded by Weathers into Dimwitty. Dimwitty drives the baseline, shot up and in. Her first points of the game, and now Summertown with an 11-point lead.
Wow.
Clifton over to Kozar. Kozar here will get fouled by Reese Wilson. That's Reese's first, team's third. Each side with 3 team fouls. Kozar now will head to the bench. Checking in, back in was Carly Urban. Clifton gets the inbounds here with just under 2 minutes left to play in the third quarter. Clifton into Weathers straight away. Weathers guarded by Carly Campbell. She'll drive, kick out now to Urban. Urban now over to Clifton.
You got to go. That's where it sticks sometimes.
Clifton now to Allie Weathers. Throws it to Carly Urban in the corner for 3. No good. Rebound Wilson. Wilson will come the other way with it for the Lady Eagles. Now over to Campbell. Campbell gets it across the timeline. Spins into the paint. Drives, loses that one, but in the hands of Dimwitty. That runner up, no. Rebound here by Campbell.
They're letting them play down there. That's, man.
Campbell now to Brazier, over to Campbell. Campbell gets that one knocked out of bounds by Clifton. Guess they've been working games in Alabama because they're just letting them go.
It's sort of it's not quite to that level yet, but it's rough. And you watch, the boys' game will be complete opposite. We'll have 80 fouls called in that one. Mark my word, it'll happen.
Now over to Riggs. Riggs gets the inbound over to Braley Burleson, who just checked in. Now over to Campbell. She's open. She'll try a 3. Back iron, no. Rebound, one here by Burleson. It's now the 7th offensive rebound by Summertown. 4 of those coming in this quarter. Campbell now over to Riggs. Riggs back to Campbell. 45 seconds left in the quarter. Campbell now to Riggs. She'll try a corner 3. Front iron, no. And that one's knocked off of Brazier and will go to Loretto. Kozar now will check back in here for the Lady Mustangs. Nope, they won't let her sub in. Now they'll let her sub in.
Well, right now, Loretto's bench is just not deep enough. They've got it, when you're having some kids with nights, not their best nights, you've got to find somebody that can step. They're just so thin on the bench at times, and it's hard to find those players if you've got more than one having a rough night, like tonight.
Clifton losing that one out of bounds. It's the 11th turnover against the Lady Mustangs with 30 seconds left. Campbell here gets a play from head coach Jeremy Jean. She'll walk it across the timeline. More than likely, they'll be playing for the final shot here of the quarter. Over to Brazier. Brazier picks up her dribble. Over to Campbell. Campbell over to Riggs. Riggs now back to Campbell. 10 seconds left. Now over to Riggs in the corner. Riggs is going to drive the baseline. Nice pass here in the Dimwitty. Dimwitty spins. Shot up and in. And that will be the final shot here of the third quarter. Summertown leads this one 44-31 after 3 quarters of play. We'll have the start of the fourth when we return here on the X Sports Network.
Being raised in Tennessee, we believe in the importance of family and community. Creating a positive experience at our family-owned and operated business is one of the ways we share that belief.
Being in an accident can be extremely stressful. When it came time for my repairs, Mashburn's made it easy.
I am lucky to have a wonderful company in my community like Mashburn's Collision Center.
It's reassuring to know that I'm in good hands because their work is second to none.
We pride ourselves that the Mashburn name is one of the most trusted in Lawrence County since 1981. Mashburn's Collision Center. Let our family take care of yours.
Are you looking for the perfect refrigerator? What about a new stove or washer or dryer? It only makes sense to shop at the one place that specializes in appliances, top to bottom, big or small. And that's Kelly Appliance in Lawrenceburg. Kelly Appliance is home to all major name brands, including LG. LG makes life good with a full selection of refrigerators, cooking appliances, dishwashers, microwaves, and more, including appliances made right here in Tennessee. Family owned and family operated. Stop by Kelly Appliance on Jerry Street in Lawrenceburg today.
Back here at the Barns, we start the fourth quarter. Summertown leading Loretto 44-31. Lady Eagles start with the ball. It's Brazier. She'll drive into the paint. Shot up, no, blocked from behind. They say she steps out of bounds, and that one will go to Loretto.
There is a lot. Usually if you come down with the hack like that, it's an automatic foul, whether you get all ball or not.
Weathers barely gets the ball on the inbound. She's guarded here by Brazier. Behind the back move across the timeline, picks up her dribble. Now over to Laney Weathers.
Take it.
Weathers drives. Shot up, no. And it'll get tipped out of bounds by Weathers and will go to Summertown. Libby Sanders checks into the game for the Lady Mustangs. Checking out will be Carly Urban. Summertown outscored Loretto 17-6 in the third quarter.
Loretto shot 2 of 9 in the third. Summertown was 7 of 12.
Dinwiddie now in to Braylee Burleson. She spins, left-handed shot off the glass and in, her first points of the game. And Summertown with their largest lead for either side of 15. Clifton now to Kozar. Kozar picks up her dribble back to Clifton. Clifton now will bring it across the timeline for the Lady Mustangs. Guarded here by Brazier. Brazier now dribbles, hands over to Laney Weathers. And then a foul here called against Emily Brazier. Being first on Brazier, team's fourth. Loretto will take it out to the left of their own student section. As Dinwiddie and Braylee Burleson will check out. Now coming the other way, Allie Weathers, shot up, rolls that one home. Weathers with 19 points. It's a 13-point Summertown lead. Backdoor cut here to Brazier. That one's off the glass, no. Rebound won by Allie Weathers. Weathers trying to dribble out of traffic. Now gets it over to Libby Sanders. Sanders picks up her dribble over to Kozar. Here has it at the right wing. Now to Allie Weathers in the paint. Shot up, rattles it home.
Well, she's the only one in the second half. It was like she wants to attack, and we kind of mentioned off air. Sometimes I feel like her personality is the type that, it's like, hey, I don't want to be the only one hogging the ball. I don't want to, she's got to be that person, because sometimes the rest of the team sometimes don't have it.
Carly Campbell gets the backdoor pass, puts it in for her 8th point, leads back out to 13. Clifton now coming the other way, double team by Summertown over to Kozar. Kozar, lob pass into Weathers. Now out to Clifton. She'll try 3 from the wing, gets it in.
Well,
Clifton knocks it down. It's a 10-point Summertown lead. Campbell gets the play from head coach Jeremy Jean. She's guarded here by Weathers. She gets it across the timeline. Now over to Olivia Riggs. Riggs dribbles now near the top of the key over to Reese Wilson. Wilson now over to Campbell. Campbell guarded here by Weathers. Spins it to the paint. Drives right-handed layup off the glass in. And she is fouled. And she's got a chance here at the M1.
What an absolute move by Rue. Allie's a good defender, and I was fixing to comment how well they've guarded Carly tonight, but that time she put a spin move and just took off, and that's the Carly Campbell I'm used to seeing when Summertown comes to town.
Allie Weathers picks up her second foul, team's 4th. Carly's now in the double figures with 10. It's a chance to make it 11. Back iron, no. Rebound, won by a dump ball, and will go to Loretto. Lady Eagles now 4 of 6 from the line. Campbell with 10 points, joining Ainsley Burleson, who has 14. Bounce pass in here, but Kozart. 50-38 is the Summertown lead, but 5:20 left. Weathers here walking across the timeline, dribbles to her left, lobs it into Kozart behind the three-point line. Kozart picks up her dribble, down low to Laney Weathers. Left-handed shot, no, she's fouled. She'll go to the line here to shoot two. Foul will go on the Lady Eagles.
Laney's getting the ball in kind of no man's land. She's kind of in between the high post and low post, so she has to put it on the floor to get to the basket, and that's just it's creating too many opportunities for Summertown to recover defensively. You got to get her on the low block, get her the ball, and if they collapse, you kick it across.
Laney hits the first one. She's now got 11. Next shot on its way. Rattles out, no. Rebound, Reese Wilson. Lady Mustangs now 7 of 9 from the line. Braley Burleson coming quickly the other way. Hands over to Ainsley Burleson, now over to Braley. Braley drives, kicks out now to Ainsley. Ainsley into the paint. Shot up, no, but she's fouled by Laney Weathers. She'll go to the line here to shoot two. Laney picks up her third. She's the only one with 3 fouls so far. Pair of free throws coming up here for Burleson. Burleson, who had 12 in the first half. Now we're going to have a timeout here called by Loretto. We will take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
McMaster's Home Gallery, where you'll always get a special price every day. Shop their new showroom full of name-brand furniture, sofas, recliners, dining and bedroom suites, Serta bedding, lots of tables and chairs just to match your decor. McMaster's Home Gallery also has GE appliances. Stop by on Highway 43 in Loretto or call 853-6140.
Like you, our roots are in Lawrence County, providing banking for every stage of life since 1934. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank has been not just your bank, but also your friend, helping you with home loans, consumer and auto loans, and your everyday personal banking needs. Lawrenceburg Federal offers you a warm smile and personal experience, as well as the conveniences of modern-day online banking, mobile banking, and telebanking. Lawrenceburg Federal Bank, your neighbor and friend, located at 118 West Gain Street, next to the courthouse.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here, Summertown leading Loretto 50-39 here with 4:54 remaining in the game. Ainsley Burleson here with a pair of free throws. We come out of the third timeout called by Loretto. Update from over at the Ralph. Lawrence County leading Page of 50-49. I believe they're midway or maybe beyond that through the fourth quarter right now. Because now officials are now talking about something here out of the timeout, and head officials now going to come to the benches.
It's got to be something to do with the total fouls or something, surely. I mean, that's the only thing I can think of. Or
I have what the scoreboard has, which is 5 each. So I think he was just making sure that was a 2-shot foul and not a 1-and-1. First free throw from Burleson, rattles that one home. It's free throw from Burleson on its way, hits them both. She's got 16 to lead all Eagles. It's now a 13-point Eagle lead.
The last 2 times Ainsley's played Loretto, she has just went off. I mean, region championship a year ago, and tonight she's having a fantastic game.
Laney Weathers now over to Allie. Allie here with it. The right wing gets a screen from Kozart. Drives, spins in the paint. Nice goes up and under and in. Weathers with 23. Lead is back down to 11. Campbell across the timeline, hands over to Burleson. Burleson now guarded by Weathers. She dishes here to Reese Wilson at the free throw line and throws it back out to Braley Burleson. Now here to Emily Brazier. Brazier with it at the top of the key, drives to the free throw line out to Burleson. Burleson has an open Brazier. She'll try a 3. Rattles that one home.
Loretto, again, hey, they're giving it to you, they're going to knock it down. Summertown's a great shooting team when you give them that much space.
Brazier now with 11. That's now the 5th three-pointer hit by the Lady Eagles. Laney Weathers kicks out here to Jana Clifton for 3. No. Fight for the rebound, won by Carly Campbell. Campbell here trying to dribble out of traffic as Loretto puts on the press as she walks. 11th turnover against Summertown, and Loretto will keep the ball down by 14. Dimwitty into the game here for Braley Burleson. Has put in some good minutes here for Summertown. as Libby Sanders here will check out for Loretto. And checking back in is Clifton.
There's a couple of these girls for Loretto who hasn't had a break the whole game. They hadn't come out.
Yeah. As Campbell here is going to knock this one away. She gets a steal, 12th turnover now by the Lady Mustangs.
Just the speed of Carly Campbell there.
Campbell drives. Scoop shot up and in. Campbell with 12. Lady Mustangs here lead it by 16. Now with 13 points off 12 Loretto turnovers. Clifton driving the other way. Her left-handed shot blocked by Brazier into the hands of Burleson. Burleson dribbling out of traffic as a 2-on-1. Now to Dimwitty. Dimwitty will bring it back out to Brazier and set up the play. Under 3 minutes left here in the game. Brazier now over to Dimwitty. Dimwitty now to Burleson. She'll drive. Float runner up. Gets it in. She has got 18 points.
What a night.
It's a 18-point Summertown lead.
Her and Allie both have put each of their teams on their shoulders tonight.
Clifton with it. Kicks in the corner here to Jana Clifton. Now out to Clifton. Clifton back to Jana in the corner. Lobs it down low to Laney Weathers. Powers her way up. No.
She had the low block. There it is.
Nice pass to Kozart. That one's off the glass and in.
She had it. That's what I'm talking about. You got to keep going to that. That's going to be there all night.
Campbell quickly the other way. That one's up and in.
Well,
Campbell with 14 points. Most of those coming here in the second half.
She's just, again, hit the afterburners.
I mean, that was like Sonic the Hedgehog going through there.
Loretto just was lackadaisical in defense, and Carly saw it and took off. Can't blame her.
Timeout here called by Ashley Rutledge. Will be a 30-second timeout, and we'll take that break with them here on the X Sports Network.
Whether it's popcorn, biscuits, or automotive, you need the right ingredients to achieve the best results. Heritage Automotive is proud to serve our community with a continually growing inventory. We also help our community grow by contributing to a vibrant economy, which helps build schools. I'm Keith Durham, and I'm the General Manager here at Heritage Automotive, and it's my job to make sure that you're 100% satisfied. Heritage Automotive, your hometown Chevy, Buick, and GMC dealer.
This is the X Sports Network.
Back here at the barn, Summertown here with the 61-43 lead with 1:54 left in the game. Loretto called its fourth timeout. It's Clifton with it. Hands over to Laney Weathers. Weathers backing down their defender, and that one's knocked away by Burleson in the hands of Clifton. Now to Jana Clifton. Over to Jenny in the corner. Back out to Jana at the left wing. Back to Jenny. Here to Laney Weathers beyond the three-point line at the right wing. Weathers now kicks into Jana Clifton. Over to Allie Weathers. Down low to Laney on the low block. Turnaround shot. No. Rebound knocked out of bounds by Burleson and will stay with Loretto.
Summertown's, they dropped three in the paint, so Coach Gene made the adjustment. He saw what I was seeing, but that's going to leave somebody out on the wing open, which if you're Summertown, let them shoot it until they make it.
Pass intercepted by Burleson. This one's coming the other way. Now to Ainsley Burleson. Shot up and in. Excuse me, that was Brazier with the interception. Now out to Ainsley, who now has 20 points.
Summertown's made their last 5 field goals.
20-point lead for the Lady Eagles. Clifton swings it over to Jana Clifton in the corner for three. No. Fight for the rebound, won by Laney Weathers. And now we're going to have a foul here called against Carly Campbell.
Both teams going to clear the benches as Coach Rutledge was the first one to do it, conceding the game. This one's going to sting for them. It's been a long time since Summertown came into our, I say our building. I'm Loretta's play-by-play. I guess I can say it that way. But it's been a long time since they come in and punched you in the face.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what happened tonight.
Coming into this one since 2001, Cam, the record between the two here in this building was an even 10-10.
Yeah.
So that's how close this rivalry has been between the two. As Liliana Price drives and will get fouled, and she'll go to the line here to shoot two.
So in the last 2 quarters, in the entire second half, Loretta's made 7 field goals the entire second half.
As Price knocks down the first free throw, Jesse Chance now will come in here for Allie Weathers.
Summertown's made 8 in this quarter.
That's not going to get the job done on most
not.
nights. Next free throw here from Price. No. That one's going to go off Riley Blackwood, and we'll stay with Loretto. Taking it out here is Ciandra Reynolds. She has it in the corner. Now out to Mallory Corbin. Back to Reynolds in the corner. Throws it down low for Chance. Chance falls on that one, and a fight for it. It's going to be won by Summertown. Good effort. Now it's going to be intercepted by Sanders out to Reynolds. And then a deep three attempt here by Jada Wade. Misses. And coming the other way with it for Summertown.
These girls are coming in playing hard, both teams.
They really are. Just picking
goodness.
up where they left off in the JV game. That shot up, and that will go off Loretto and stay with Summertown with 16 seconds left.
I think the officials are letting it go at this point. If that was needed any more evidence, you got it there.
Coming up the court with her now is Hannah Jones. That's Ella Busby, excuse me. Kinsey Reynolds with it. Hands over here to Riley Blackwood. And now she'll get tied up, and that will stay with Summertown with 2 seconds left. They're taking it out in front of their bench. Over at the Ralph Lawrence County with a 3-point lead over Page late in that game. Blackwood taking it out. Lobs it in here for Chloe Heatherby. And that will end the game. Summertown improves to 13-5 on the season. They win this one 63-44 as Loretto drops to 8-7. Cam, final thoughts on this one?
Well, I think the Loretto's kind of been a Jekyll and Hyde all year, and you saw the Jekyll. Is it? Yeah, I guess, which I don't know which it is, but you saw the bad version.
I think Hyde's the bad guy.
I think you're right.
The good guy.
I think you're right. It's the opposite of what you think by the name, but you're right. That you saw the bad version. You saw players who weren't looking to score. They know this. They know that they're a good team. They'll recover. Maybe this will give them some motivation. Summertown, on the other hand, they got to be feeling really good about themselves after tonight. That's an impressive win. The open district play for them. That's going to put a lot of wind in their sails. But as we've seen, what happens in the regular season matters very little when it comes to those two teams.
Yep. Final score once again, 63-44. Coming up in about 15 minutes, we'll have the start of the boys' game. That's coming up next on the X Sports Network.
This is the X Sports Network.